So this big boy right here has 11 packs inside. That's like ETB level of packs, and of course, retail price is also ETB level. I know I'm late to the party on this one. This was actually pre-ordered, and I'm still getting out to you guys super late. What's funny is that when I pre-ordered it, I didn't even really mean to. Throughout the entire checkout process, I didn't realize that it said pre-order. I thought this had just released out of nowhere. But this is the shiny Zacian figure collection. Special figure collection, I believe it's called. So, of course, it comes with a shiny Zacian pin. Well, I guess it's not an of course, because it's not called a pin collection. But we have our shiny dog boy here. Well, shiny sword boy, sorry. But then we have, one of the main reasons people will buy this thing. We have the actual figure itself, the thing this thing is named after. And it's a very high quality little figure here. Of course, you still got some joints, you still got some lines in there, but it's certainly not bad. I really like the detail, like the rocks, it's kind of dark on the side, lighter on the top. It's pretty cool. 2023 Pokemon Nintendo Creatures Game Freak. Yeah, a lot of companies involved with, all had to come together for the creation of this. As I mentioned, there are 11 Crown Zenith packs in here, which is just a whole lot of Crown Zenith. There's still so much from this that I'd love to pull. It also comes with these sleeves. I've mentioned before, I'm never the biggest fan of the thick yellow borders that they do on some of their sleeves. The way I understand it is they're a lot more common in Japan and in certain products, and especially if you just buy these sleeves straight up, unlike with the ETB sleeves where you don't have that thick border. I get it. From what I've actually seen, is I've actually been getting into playing the card game. The yellow sleeves seem to be kind of standard for official play. I could be wrong, so I don't know if this would still be allowed. I'm nowhere near that level to even care about that. Anyways, it also has our promo Zacian here as a beautiful full art V and as a shiny. Of course, it's the standard full art style, especially with it being a shiny like you would find on the shiny vault. But then we have our code card, Merry Christmas. I just realized the date that this video is going to go up. Like I said, Merry Christmas. We're the furthest from either end of Christmas. Actually, I think we're kind of closer to the next one than we were from the last one, but hey. Anyways, let's start going through packs. Always the meat of any Pokemon video. So let's slide these out, pull out our code card, and should just be 3 to the front, 1 out the back. And we have the Bisharp. Oh, there's something poking out. Stop poking out. Stop it. We don't want spoilers. It's still doing it. We have the rescue carrier. Now that I'm filming videos in 4K, it probably just, those pixels of whatever's sticking up back there are even more crisp than they were before. We have the Hatterene V Max right here. That is Galarian Gallery 47 of 70, and good God, that is a beautiful card. I really like this part right here. I hope that's intentional and not card damage. It looks almost like actual water is on the card. Of course it isn't. It just came out of a sealed thing. That is cool. I really like that extra reflective layer there. I didn't know about this card, but I'm happy to have it. Of course, we have a Zarude there on the back. Not a bad Galarian Gallery to pull. Sadly, I'm no value expert, but I assume that one is, up there. It should be decent. All right, on to our next Crown Zenith. Strong opening. Crown Zenith's pull rate always seems to be good, though, at least from my experience. So let's do 3 to the front. We have our little token there. And we have the Pinchurin, the Rare Candy, the Bisharp, Sunkern, Bidoof, Coughing Sandlet, the Purloin. We have our reverse Lunatone. And on the end, a double. 2 down, many more chances to go to pull many more good cards from this set. It's always nice not only to get a good pull, obviously, but when you've done a lot of things from one set, to get a good pull that isn't a duplicate. And so, stuff like that actually feels really nice, because, when you've done so much of a set, you tend to forget about the things that you haven't pulled yet, unless you're aiming for something specific. And, you don't always remember what cards are in the set, and then you pull it, and it's a big old surprise. We have the Pangoro, and on the end, a Lycanroc. Alright, next pack. Come on. We've hit a dry streak. I know we had one good one there at the start, but that doesn't mean that this good streak has to, this bad streak had to happen. I'm just fumbling things now. We have the Pokemon Catcher, the Pinchurin, the Rare Candy, Coughing Oddish, the Sandalit, Energy Search, always useful. The Grubbin, we have Kyogre, and on the end, okay, a very nice looking EVV. I don't think I've pulled you yet, which is odd because this doesn't feel like it'd be like a rare V to get, although it is very, very beautiful looking. I don't know, some of these are like really vibrant, colorful cards where like the Pokemon is very dominant on them. Tend to be favorites of mine, but they're also kind of, I don't know, a bit more plain. Like, I can assume that it'll have low value, but at the same time, I really like the artwork. Not that I sell any of my cards anyways. God, I really should. Like, I could afford to do this channel much more, what's the word? Much more comfortably if I did sell off cards. So we have the Friends in Sinnoh, the Gloom, and the Great Balls, all of the uncommons. Going on to our Kricketot, the Shinx hiding his dirty, dirty magazine. We have the Galarian Mr. Mime, the Sunkern Coughing, the Bay card, that kind of took me by surprise the first time I saw it, and we have the Galarian Berserker. Next up, next pack. We've done decent so far. I mean, the volume of pulls actually hasn't been super high from from what I've seen from Crown Zenith, but we're not quite. God, this pack is like ruined. Like, how did I do this? Just destroy it. Just destroy it. Who cares at this point? Pull out the code card. We have 3 there, 1 there. I started to think I pulled out the wrong one. We have the Rescue Carrier, the Girafarig, and the Pinchurin. Going to the commons, we have the Seal, the Potion, the Aeron, the Corphish, Scyther. We have Hop. I actually don't think I've seen this one. I just assumed Bay was the only card that was like that. That's cool. Huh. Not a bad thing to have as a reverse. Although I wonder if you can only get it as a reverse. I don't think I've had the Bay as a non-reverse either. But on the end, we have a Wailord. With Hop actually being a pretty useful card, that one could have a bit more value as a reverse. I'll throw it up on screen. I doubt it's high, but it could be. Well, when I say I'll throw it up on screen, and I pointed, I'm not going to throw it there. I'm going to throw it when the card was revealed, because that's how we do things on this channel. We keep things consistent. Yeah. 3 to the front, 1 out the back. Like my 1K sub video where the pricing stuff was done entirely differently, because I had to price check and then manually input everything with the length of time and all of that for every single card for over 800, I think almost 900 cards. The Execute and the Elective Wire as a Galarian Gallery. Not upset about you. Okay, I like this. It's a bit more silly. It's a bit more of a silly card here with that Magmortar just kind of like, ugh. That's all I can think of the noise he's making. Just, huh. Oh, wait, no, that didn't work. Hold on. Okay, that's all didn't work. All right, I'm not funny, okay? I tried to do a funny, and it didn't work out. That's fine. On the end, we have a Volcarona. All right, always happy to get more Galarian Gallery, especially the ones that are a bit more goofy, a bit more out there. If I recall, there was like a really goofy one in this set that I don't believe I have pulled. I want to say it was this. It might have been Scarlet and Violet. I'm not sure. There's the code card. We do 3 to the... Well, I think I started to saw that one. Weird. 1 out the back. And we have the Luxio Lost Vacuum. The Grub, the Skrell, the Helio, the Woo, the She, the Pan, and the Volk. See, if I just start saying like the first part of Pokemon's names, we can start flying through these packs. Like, we can get... the video length, like, down, like, sub 10 minutes, even on these larger, openings, right? Like, maybe even sub, like, 7 minutes. So, like, you pull out the code card, we just speed run it. We just do 3 to the front, we take that one out, and, the Shaw, the Cruh, the Do, the Cha, the Mister, the Sun, the B, the Cough, the She, the Zura, moving on. This is another favorite of mine, but we do already have him. But hey, not bad to have. I always like having more of Pokemon that I enjoy. We are down to our last 2 packs. Which one's going to be the winner? Let's try and weigh it by hand, because I can definitely do that. You're the heavier one. You go back there. You get Splice open. We have code card. We do 3 to the front. We do 1 to the back. And we have the Dusclops, the Matang, the Energy Switch, the Emolga, the Love Disc, the Chatot, the Yanma. We have the Volcarona. Oh, that sucks. Like, don't get me wrong, happy to have it, but to get a duplicate Galarian Gallery in the same box, it's a little upsetting. I'd be happier if I pulled again something a bit different. I don't know why, I genuinely hate when that happens. Unless it's like something super high value, then it's like, cool, I'm adding value to the collection. Even then, it's just, I'm okay with getting duplicates, obviously. That's the way this kind of thing goes. But in the same box, just always kind of stings a little. Even though it's still better than pulling nothing. Pinshurin, Rescue Carrier. Like, I'm still happy to have it over just like, you know, a regular reverse there. But, you know, it could have also been a different Galarian Gallery, you know, from this box. We have the Pangoro, and we have the Blossom. Started off strong, ended off with a Blossom. But don't worry, that is not the end. Because it's time for the bonus card of the day that I keep in this little Silver Tempest thing. That was a good little spin I got on that. Okay, see, every time I try to redo something that I was proud of myself for, it falls flat on its face. These are cards I buy as singles specifically to go in this segment. I tend to shuffle them in, and by the time they go in a video, half the time I forget what I've even purchased. This is in one of these like weird, like, yellow, partially see-through sleeves. God knows what brand that sleeve is. But we're going to actually slide this one out and see if we can make a guess, modern or no. Don't see any kind of whitening, maybe a tiny nick up there, it's hard to tell. It does have a bit of a curve to it, so whoever had this had it in a binder. Let's see, we have, oh yes, okay. We have a reverse e-reader Absol. You are from back in 2003. For those of you who don't know, this is my favorite of the Pokeboys. And I have an Absol collection. My card store, well, one of my card stores, there are so many in my area now, it makes me happy. Some of them suck, but we don't talk about those. Oh, if somehow somebody from one of those card stores is watching this video, don't think I'm saying that your store sucks. Because if I still go to your store, you're not one of the ones that sucks. Anyways, this was not one I had in the collection. I don't think I even had the regular version, but getting it as a reverse was definitely like, okay, this has to go to the collection. I don't remember how much I paid for it. Oh yeah, it's actually written on the sleeve. I think I actually paid pretty much what it's worth, which is a bit upsetting because this isn't in perfect condition. It is really good condition. It's not perfect, but, you know, I'm okay with it. It does got that curve, though, and I want to fix that, but I did pay $23.99. Of course, since I purchased this, the price is likely to have changed, so the price that you saw on screen is the current value. I'll pop it up again for you guys, this time without a sound effect. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like. For all the visual learners, I, like, stretched my back out just to reach this. Click this button down there. It should be next where it says 1 point something K. Yeah, I'm still very happy that we hit the 1K mark. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like it, all of that, whatever. Shut up. Go away.